When I first agreed to do this live stream at 12 o'clock, I never thought I would consider 12 o'clock early in the morning.
Today it is. We just got up.
Well, today's breakfast beer is called Partake Pale. Partake Pale blends the fruity and floral hops to infuse the brew with bright flavors of orange zest, grapefruit, and a whisper of pine. That doesn't sound good. It's dry on the palate with a delightfully crisp finish. If anyone's a fan of a Pilsner or a Kel, to check the Slovakian beer, or just generally German beers, Partake is the closest to it. It's yummy, 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 and non-alcoholic, because we're not drinking and drawing here.
No drinking and
Remember,
drawing.
folks, friends, don't allow friends to cartoon drunk.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. It's a really good-looking beer, and get this on camera. Well, we're not here to talk about non-alcoholic beer. I guess we're gonna. This will be another live stream where I start by erasing. Okay, everyone, cover their eyes. I'm gonna turn the light on for a second. It's gonna flash, and you're all gonna go blind, but it'll come back. Let there be light. My camera's gonna freak out on me for a second. This is Monday, January 30th. If anyone remembers last week, Phydeaux dug a hole in the floor and we tossed Felicia down there. Now Phydeaux has put a piece of plywood over the hole. He's saying, "Okay, that ought to do it. The hole I made in the floor is blocked. Felicia will not be able to get back in here unless you forgot to lock the front door. Unless we forgot to lock the door." So, this week we're subtitled "Filling in the Holes," and that we don't have any real storyline, but we're going to do a lot of callbacks to earlier things that happened. Just about every strip of it probably requires a little tale of the backstory. But the way I write, I generally explain the backstory in the joke so that it's accessible to anyone. Oops, there it goes. You know, I wasn't sniffing all morning. I just did one sniff. I don't want to have this sniffle broadcast. Why is it?
Blow your nose instead.
I think I'm allergic to broadcasting. That's a promising career cut short.
My allergies.
You were not meant to be a broadcaster, boy. You were meant for the funny pages.
Take some Benadryl.
Okay. I'll just draw the comic strip then, okay? You don't. Okay. Let's just brush that off, and that goes off to the chief colorist. Chief colorist, are you ready to receive your work for the week?
On my empty desk.
Yeah, on your empty desk. Yes. Well, I've finally got you into a routine. She finishes at least by Friday.
At least.
Okay, put this upside down. Stains, please.
I don't have coffee. I have Coke already.
Cheers. Oh, this is Tuesday. Also another one I got to bring to the chief colorist. And we almost had a schmear, but it's way out there off the panel. Phydeaux, Felicia, and Dino, they're in their winter clothes. I kind of like Felicia's winter coat. Chief colorist, if you can see this. You're not watching, sorry. Look at the screen.
It's not a question of not watching it. You're delayed.
Yeah, shut up. Look at the screen over here not that one. The big one to your right. That's live.
Oh.
Look at the live screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's
Phydeaux.
black, too.
Yeah. Phydeaux is wearing a Charlie Brown shirt, so that shirt is yellow. Yeah, you got it. All right. I wasn't sure how much of the history of cartooning you knew.
Really? Yellow brown shirt? You just think I know?
I'm sure there are many people out there who don't know Peanuts. Schultz has been dead for 20 years, I think.
No. Only, I'd say less than 10.
Gee, I wish we had some magic box where we could look that up.
Yeah.
I think Schultz has been dead 20 years. Charles Schultz.
Look at the screen. Look this up. Look at the screen. Look
You're supposed to be in the background as a support.
Oh my God, I am.
Not playing video games.
I'm not playing video games.
No, taking surveys.
I'm not taking surveys either. Hey, that earns us money.
Well, 50 cents a year. I
Well, Charles Schultz will have been gone almost 20. Well, no.
think. I called it. 20?
23 years. He died in February 12, 2000.
I believe I called it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, the man's life affected me. I can't tell you how long ago my dad died.
Yes, you can. You know the day your dad died. It was the day we looked at our house.
Yeah, but I don't remember that either.
Oh, God.
Hey, there was a lot of alcohol back then.
Do you remember we got married?
Ooh, what? Okay. Oh, I didn't read this one. Anyway, Gino's coming downstairs. The walkway is icy. Is that why he's having such a hard time? Is he slipping on the ice? Yeah. Humans don't have claws in their feet to grip the ice. And they're on top of the food chain? Go figure. And I think I finally finalized the neighborhood. This is what the scratching post bar looks like.
Nice.
3 windows upstairs, like an apartment or something. Or it might be the evil lair. That's not a bad idea. He's got a really cheap old apartment upstairs to the evil lair. The cat boss owns the entire block. That's where his garage is being blocked by someone parking in front of the place. And, all right, I know. No wonder why he's evil. People park in front of his driveway. All right, give this one to the chief colorist. If no one minds, I'm going to open the window here. Get some fresh Boston air in. Yes, I know, the streets can be noisy.
We're not in Boston.
Chicago, New Jersey. Not supposed to.
We moved.
Not supposed to out. I'm not supposed to dox myself because there are other people who'll do it for me. We have another Hemingway short story. Save that for later. Here's Wednesday. We still have to do the background. The characters are done. Felicia the accountant. So how did I do this month? Well, after my fee, your business lost $100. Really? I thought you did better. How much is your fee? $100.
Wow.
So in the writing, I started off on a completely different storyline. And then I ended up using nothing from the other storylines. And this was just a random idea off the top, which is the one I eventually used. So let's see if we can see the thinking behind this. I might use these someday, but I doubt it. Oh, here we go. The original thought was Phydeaux's giving Bo a check for his cut of Phydeaux's biz profits. So it's like, here, what's this? It's your cut for my profits this month, and it's a check for 12 cents. It was a rough month. And then the stuff I cut out, decided not to use. Your cut from profits last month. Sorry, I'm late, but it's a fast-paced business world. It's tough here to get the accounting department to do their job. And that's where I came up with the idea. Oh, wait a minute. Who would be in his accounting department? Oh, Felicia. Another one. The dog gave you a check for 12 cents. That's Dino. And Bo says, he said it was to help pay for the heat, electricity, and food. Dino says, that's hardly enough. And Bo says, how much did you chip in this month? That isn't fair. I don't even have a checking account. Never use. And so in there, I finally decided to do from that Felicia the accountant. Let's see. Here, go buy yourself something nice. It's a check for 12 cents. Well, nothing too nice. So I never did the Phydeaux passing out the 12-cent checks. But we did get Felicia the accountant. So I got to do the inking in the background. Let me just put that aside. Filling in the holes, as it were. Okay. And thinking about, I may return to this idea of I'm trying to teach Felicia how to be nice. How's that going? There, I killed this for you. I don't know whether that's nice or not. Dead mouse. So I do the backgrounds on that one. This is the Friday strip. Filling in the holes again. You might remember last week. Don't pound the table. People don't like that. You might remember last week. Phydeaux wanted Elon Musk to name a spacecraft to him, returning to Peanuts and Charlie Brown. In 1970, Apollo 10 or 11, I'm not sure which one, was named Charlie Brown and Snoopy, or the two spacecrafts. So, hey, let's get a spacecraft named Phydeaux. So we finally get an outdoor view of the scratching post. We'll ink today. Get a better look at. Elon Musk has responded to our email. And you all gather around. Phydeaux, what a great idea. Naming rights for the spacecraft is an untapped source of revenue. Elon. That's an untapped source of revenue. And the last panel, it's sometime later. And I try to show that because Bo's wearing a tie. Dino's always wearing the same thing, so you never can tell. Are you going to watch the Pepsi rocket take off? And both third wall breaking, looking right at the camera, looking right at you. We lost the bidding war. So that one, back on again. And finally, the Saturday. Can't lose that. Phydeaux.com for all the Phydeaux needs. I'm going to stop for a second and put tape on that if I can find my tape. The rules. If anything's missing, look on the floor, right? This wasn't on the floor. I hate putting tape on the cherry wood board, but sometimes you have to. I should put a magnetic strip up there. So anyway, here we go. Felicia gives Bo a big paper bag. Here you go, Bo. Gosh. Thanks, Felicia. And Dino comes up. What's this? Don't open that. Why did the cat give you a bag full of poop? She saw me clean her litter box. Now she thinks I collect the stuff. Dino is on. So for continuity issues, you probably can't see it, but I've got to do the plywood on the floor where Phydeaux filled in the floor from last week and did it on Monday's strip, which I just gave to the chief colorist. So every time I've done this room, I still do the plywood on the floor. And I have to remember where the nails were. There's 3 nails in that corner, that sort of thing. So this is the minutia. I gotta worry about continuity. And now, of course, we also have outside the window, which is new for 2023. Pause for a short nose blow.
Don't do that.
Yeah. I know, I'll clear up nostrils. Clearing up nostrils around the world. A Hemingway short story. We'll do choose your weapon. Today's let's see. We've got the one in the middle is the oldest brush, as you can tell. Look at how blunt that tip is. Yeah, wow, the camera is just melting on the screen. I'm going to hold on. Watch that camera melt. There we go. That was funny. Anyway, the camera and
Womp womp.
this one doesn't. This one looks like it's having a bad hair day. So I guess the obvious choice. Guess the obvious choice is that one. Nothing's worse than when your squirrel hair is having a bad hair day. Of course, everyone will know that the brush hair is made from the finest Himalayan squirrel pubic hair. You have to send the Sherpas up, and those squirrels
Involuntarily.
and well, squirrels don't want to voluntarily part with their pubic hair, yes, but Himalayan squirrels ask for the finest in cartooning. Let's see. Amidst drifting clouds of aromatic smoke, we look for our ink bottle. No, there it is.
Wow, how poetic. Clouds of smoke.
All right. Am I doing this one? Yeah, we'll do the Wednesday background. Where is my roll? Oh, there we go. This is going to be one of those days where is this? Where is that? Where is this?
Hey, did we ever figure out whether or not the bathroom picks up on the mic?
Only the toilet flush. We're doing like an Archie Bunker. Well, no. Well, we're gonna do an Archie. We're gonna rip off the joke from Archie Bunker and have the toilet flush as a punchline.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, Archie smoked a cigar, didn't he? So cartoonists are the filthiest creatures on this planet Earth. Maybe you've heard of us. So I've got to put on this glove to protect paper. My filth. The needed fingers free. And once again, cheers. Yeah, let's get that Himalayan squirrel pubic hair nice and wet. So I was asked in the chat last week, when actually did Felicia move upstairs? And those are just other jokes that we've never used. Best if something isn't, if something doesn't catch me as funny immediately, not to waste too much more time on it by actually drawing it. But Miss Abrams, the owner of Felicia, had fallen, and Felicia was only supposed to stay the night. Much like Dino, actually. He had fallen out of his parents' basement and was just supposed to stay the night. Okay. I'm just thinking I probably should have started in that panel, because that way I can move progressively to the left without smearing. And I almost got through 2023 without smearing. Almost. Got it. I had an epic smear on Saturday. I'm being called away. Briefly. I gotta make my chest move. Okay, we're thinking Queen's Knight. She castled. Always good to make a defensive move like that. Oh. Okay. Back to the beer. Cheers. This is the greatest job in the world, isn't it? You know, irony of ironies. One of the reasons before becoming a cartoonist is that I wasn't going to have to be a slave to a clock. I could come and go as I pleased, sleep when I want, wake up when I had to, when I wanted to. Now that I have only one time, it'd be 12 o'clock on Sundays. I've got to be there at a particular time, and it's become an imposition. Oh, you poor baby. I hear people working 9-to-5 jobs. I've generally been thinking, like, why would I even wear a watch? I don't need to know what time it is. Remember, when I was younger, I would need a watch, get to school on time, do the paper route, what time is your TV show on. That was back in the days of network television. We actually had to be there to see the show. None of these fancy VCRs that you kids had today. Even DVR players are becoming passe, let alone VCRs. Beep to you too. What possesses someone? They're just driving up a street. Hey, I think I better test my horn. What are we looking at here? Oh, that's the book. Lucia has a ledger book to her side here. And it's the return of the chief colorist.
Did you miss me?
No, not really. I actually forgot you were gone.
Oh, you're so cute.
Well, it's not like you're lighting up the world with commentary today.
Hey.
So the bit we were going to do is she was going to point out that she found something on the internet that said that they are selling J.K. Rowling books, and for an extra $100, they'll take her name off of them.
You know,
Which I'm sure is a joke, but
it's only 12:23. We still have an hour or better. But yes, you can buy for an extra $100. You can get J.K. Rowling's name removed from a Harry Potter book, which sounds completely insane to me.
So she's in trouble because she said something about the transgender people?
I think she said something like a woman is a woman or a man is. I don't even know what she said, to be honest. But yes, it was.
Well, yeah.
Transphobic.
Isn't she like the darling of that
No.
alphabet community? Because she gave them Dumbledore.
Yes. However, yes, but apparently she has to also be trans. I don't know. She's transphobic, is what I've heard. So apparently that negates everything else.
Hmm.
I think maybe they think that she was lying about the other stuff or something. I don't know.
Right. So they've been they want to boycott the Hogwarts video game.
Yeah, which is just not going to happen because there's not enough interest either direction. People don't love it. People don't hate it. So when you talk about it, it just gives it free advertising.
So
I think.
I'm a person of a bit of a suspicious bent of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Stick with me here.
Okay.
Is it possible that all this is just a PR stunt that J.K. Rowling herself has put out there? Now hold it. Hear me out. Miss Rowling used to have all this trouble. She's promoting witchcraft. Oh, that's horrible. You know, with that idiot community, or with that fine community.
Mm-hmm.
So now that fine community hears, oh, the gays are attacking her. We've got to support her. Let's go to Disney World or the Hogwarts experience at Universal. That's it.
I was going to say that's not even Disney.
Yeah, the Hogwarts experience at Universal. You know, the same people who were criticizing her for supporting witchcraft as if, you know, do we really have to remind these people of the saddest chapter of Christian history?
Yeah.
The Salem witch trials.
I don't know. We usually remind them about the Chancellor of Germany. Bingo cards. Anyway, I don't know. I can't see. I wonder what her deal is with Universal Studios. Like, how does she get money from it? Because it can't be per person who comes in because you can't. I don't know. Is it separate?
J.K. Rowling made billions, so I don't know how she
continue to make money.
Yes, I don't know, but she had better continue with that little Harry Potter friggin' universe because she's got a theme park now and a bunch of the whole industry riding on her little typewriter. No, Miss Rowling, you're not going to make these stupid Fantastic Beasts films anymore. Get back in there and give us a Harry Potter book.
Yeah, but to what end? I mean, Harry Potter is like middle-aged man. That's where they left him off in the books.
I think in the Hogwarts Legacy video game, they've gotten another character. So it's not out of the realm of possibilities that Miss Rowling can actually write a book based on this character in the video game.
Well, they did introduce the kids in the movies too.
Yeah,
so they could do one of those kind of.
Yeah, and then pull in the actors as adults to play the parents. So the accursed child, supposedly Harry Potter's son, Albus, is picked for Slytherin. He's gone evil.
Yeah, but Draco Malfoy's child is in Gryffindor, so all right in the world.
Maybe.
That's probably what it is.
So the Malfoy family is just as ashamed.
Exactly. Oh no, we have our boys in Gryffindor. What did we do wrong?
Well, actually, it'd probably be Malfoy's daughter.
Oh yeah, because I think he does have a daughter.
And how great would it be if Malfoy's daughter started dating a Weasley? Those hot gingers.
Woohoo!
And of course, the proud gingers who have not been replaced in Hollywood by people of color.
Oh, I don't know if Harry Potter. They would have to do something about that because I don't know if Harry Potter would meet the new guidelines.
Yeah. Well, they replaced Hermione with a person of color.
Yeah, but that wasn't in the.
And that was in the play.
Yeah.
And I guess they're calling that canon now.
Oh well. Whatever. That doesn't.
I don't care. It's like as long as the actress does a good job.
Yeah.
But I think think that the cute little girl played her in the Chris Columbus and other films. Will always be my Hermione.
Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson. That's it. Thank you.
No, it's not.
Oh, it might be.
No,
No?
it's not Emma Thompson.
Oh.
Because Emma Thompson's the old woman who played Professor Trumbull.
Okay. Tremoldy.
Emma Watson.
Emma Watson. There we go. So yes, it's a big J.K. Rowling conspiracy that she started herself. Allegedly.
Oh, that is conspiracy.
Allegedly. And I'm the only one saying that.
Allegedly from Charles. It's a small little group
of tinfoil hat wearing Harry Potter fans.
I came up with some kind of conspiracy this week that I forgot about already, so I guess
Write it down.
I know.
I can always use it, the entertainment on Sundays.
I know, but yeah.
And otherwise in films, Jerry Bruckheimer. I have a quote here from Mr. Bruckheimer. The audience is always the genius in the room. Way to suck up, Mr. Bruckheimer. Extra points there.
He's talking to you, fans.
None of this James Cameron shit. Bruckheimer knows how to kiss ass and proper. I knew I liked that boy.
Hey, makes you more likable. Being likable gets hurt.
I got James Cameron sticking his middle finger out at people, and then we got Bruckheimer. Oh, audience. Oh, yes. What's that? Oh, that smells like fresh baked brownies. Thank you. Oh, please fart again. Oh, yes.
Oh.
All right. Probably should just do this part in marker, huh? This is the building next door from outside the window. It's important to note how close in the city each building is to each other. It provides a sense of neighborliness. Yes, everyone in the city is so friendly. That's why they want to live so close to each other. And they like to see each other through the windows, preferably with a telescope.
Okay, that's the third issue. Keep going.
We do not own a telescope, by the way, so don't think that's an autobiographical thing.
We should, though, given these windows. We really should.
Don't want to. I don't want to know a lot of these people even out there.
You don't want to know anyone out there.
It's not that I'm anti-social. No, it's that I'm anti-social. You would think that someone who chooses to live in the city would love his fellow man.
And that's not the case.
What's great about the city is usually absolute anonymity. In the country or any small town, everybody knows everything you're doing. In the city, no one gives a flying F. You can be completely anonymous. All right. So far, no schmears.
Why would you put that out there to the face?
Mm-hmm. It was in yesterday's strip, Saturday's strip. that the worst of the smears reared their ugly head.
Are you familiar with Gina Lollobrigida?
Well, I've heard the name before. I've never seen her. She's an old actress.
Or at least she was.
Dead?
She just died, 95. She was an international sex symbol. She's in all those, like...
It should be against the law. Pretty women should not be allowed to grow old.
That doesn't sound right at all.
Yes, we should take care of them while they're still young.
I think she played like Delilah or Simpson Delilah, or I'm ignoring it. She played like those like boom roles.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. And that's what the name sounds like.
Esmeralda.
Really? Really? She played Shakespeare? She did Shakespeare?
Hunchback of Notre Dame is not Shakespeare.
No, you said Esmeralda. Isn't that a character in Othello?
It's a slow character in Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, okay. What do I know?
Oh, looks like she was in a movie.
What's that?
No, don't mind me. Gerard Depardieu.
Is he dead now?
No,
Oh, okay.
but I haven't heard that name in a long time.
The last I heard of that name, he had a problem with sexual assault.
Did he? Oh. Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of curtailed his career, if there was ever going to be one. He was just an ugly guy to a romantic comedy.
Ooh, sexual assault and rape of a 22-year-old actress.
Yeah.
Ew. Ew.
It was serious. It wasn't just like he touched me here. No. It was an ugly situation.
Yeah. Oh, again. Yeah, no. Never mind about Gerard Depardieu. He seemed like that guy.
Yeah, he.
A good guy.
And before becoming an actor, apparently he was a street thug, well versed in that sort of behavior. So,
That I did not know.
so he's an all around swell guy. One of them ladies' men, you know. Ladies can't resist him, or at least he won't allow them to resist him.
Oh, no, not good. Bad, Charles, go lie down.
Right, let's see. The baseboard is just a little off. Okay. We'll let that dry. Do I dare try to do anything in this pen? Don't wanna smudge anything in that pen.
Okay, I've gone down a rabbit hole from my initial search.
Uh-huh.
And the Jeremy, I didn't hear about this. Apparently, Chris Evans on Twitter asked if anybody's checked on said that. Okay, let me set this again.
Organize your thoughts. No problem.
Yeah.
We've got a little hour or so.
I know. Chris Evans on Twitter said
Captain America. Mm-hmm.
About Jeremy Renner. That's one tough MFer. Has anyone checked on the snowcat? Sending so much love. I'm sorry, I found that kind of funny. And Renner wrote back, "Love you, brother. I did check on the snowcat. She needs fuel." Kind of like Jeremy Renner went up against the snowcat, and the Jeremy Renner won, I guess.
Yeah, sort of like a Chuck Norris thing.
Yep. He did put 30 bones though.
And he's gonna lose a leg, huh?
He's home though, so I don't know about that leg thing because he's home and they haven't mentioned it. So maybe they were able to save it, which would be excellent for him. I can't fathom going through that.
He'll get all the legless rose from Hollywood.
Oh, just stop it. I think it's a.
No, Charles, you don't know what that. Charles, you don't know that will happen. You don't have a leg to stand on. So, how goes the Jeremy?
Maybe it'll give him a leg up in the business.
How goes the Jeremy Renner snow removal service?
Oh.
So.
It's good, but it'll cost you an arm and a leg. Ah!
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I made myself laugh with that one. I don't know where the hell this frog came in my throat, but.
You gotta lay off those cigars, lady. She secondhand smokes about 4 of those a week.
You know. Seems like so many more.
You're confusing the pipe tobacco with the cigar tobacco.
Okay.
Completely different.
Yes. So I'm sure your fans are happy to see that you seem to be more in tune this week. Last week you had a short. By this time last week you were done, I think, weren't you?
On less sleep.
Yeah.
No, well, according to my records, I was still up at 5:56 a.m. this morning.
Oh, great.
Looks like that sniffle's coming back. So very annoying. Your nose runs like this. Okay. The table's coming right at you with the big joke that the receipt is running off the table. So you're close right there. Where is that ink bottle? Now, I would usually put a darker line there to get like a shadow under the table. Yeah, I'll still do it. I was thinking briefly not to do it, but I at least should do it on this edge. Because of the pronounced perspective and how it's really.
Oh, that's shock motion. It's on the move.
On the nanny cam. We think we have an idea for a new TV channel.
All I know, all day.
Anyone ever wanted to watch an old lady watch TV? My mother-in-law watches dead people. Watches old TV game shows from the 70s.
And 80s. Mostly 70s.
Oh, that Charles Nelson Riley. He's such a scamp. When will he find the right woman to settle down with?
No, she knows. No, she thought that Charles Nelson Riley didn't fool her.
Why? He had a wife?
No, he actually never. I don't think he ever did.
No, he had a beard.
He might have had beards, but he never had a wife. He would almost say it on his show on.
Oh, for goodness sakes, who cares?
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think that people do not care as much as people seem to think people care.
Yeah. He was still beloved. It was that Dr. Smith on Lost in Space that had me kind of worried. He gave me the creep factor.
Yeah. Gotcha there. I got your back on that one. There's a predator component and that is a little frightening, yeah. Got nothing to do with his sexuality.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Yeah, no kidding.
Stranger danger. Oh my. Oh no, that's the other guy. But what the hell was his name? Did he ever actually publicly come out? He had to have. And what's the other one?
They weren't as accepting in his era.
I understand that, but I mean, Charles Riley's the same that.
Yeah, well, him and Liberace never really came out. And even Siegfried and Roy never came out of the closet.
Wait a minute, they were gay?
No, Roy was the magic. Siegfried just did the tricks.
There you go. Oh my god, I don't know if I ever told you. Okay, please don't say the name out loud. Just on the off possibility. But did I ever tell you the story of the? Oh god, how do I describe her without giving it away?
Particular actress we knew?
No.
Okay.
This is a real life person. Actress I wouldn't give a shit about.
Well, no, there's a particular actress you know personally that you had some dirt on her. You would not allow me to.
No, I don't have. But I don't really have any dirt on her.
Yes, you do. You've told me dirt you have on her.
It's not really dirt anyway. I don't have dirt on her.
Me too stuff.
Oh, that's not dirt. She's very public about that. But yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. Which is actually, you just did what you told me, what I told you not to do. No, this is a real life person. Anyway, this real life person was once downstairs in her house. I think I was there. I was either there or I heard the story, and I heard the story so much that I feel like I was there. But anyway.
These are the types of stories.
What?
That's
Don't be a. Just listen to me. Anyway, she was watching it. I couldn't have been there. She was watching a documentary, and all of a sudden she yells upstairs to her husband, "Oh my God! The village people were gay."
Uh-huh.
The village people were gay. Come on. She was 40-something or 30-something. Sorry.
Oh, that's. Oh, I'm
Shut
sorry. I was
Just
expecting it.
I thought that was funny. She didn't know,
Yes. How quaint.
right?
Such an innocent. But I think the bigger question is, what documentary was pulling them out of the closet?
Pulling them out? I don't think they were pulling them out.
Well, that she just discovered. What was she watching?
Good question.
That gave her that revelation.
Good question. It was a documentary. I guess it was about them. And the first words were probably, "They're growing up gay."
Mhm.
No,
Growing up in the Castro district. That's all you have to say. You don't have to say gay.
well, you know what I mean. Anyway,
So we got to draw Phydeaux here, talking with his mouth full. And that is accomplished simply by doing a little bulge in the cheek there. Now, do we actually draw what's in his mouth for the chief colorist to?
No.
Sure, what the hell? He's got his mouth full. And the chief colorist will get to decide whether this is a donut or a bagel.
Well,
See the freedom I give her?
Considering the chief the chief colorist is partial to bagels, it's probably going to be a bagel. But
Yeah, but a donut is easy to cover. You can make it pink with sprinkles.
Those were the words that were just going to come out of my mouth. But a bagel's boring to draw.
Yeah.
That was just what was.
Do a Homer Simpson donut.
A Homer Simpson donut?
Yeah, it's like pink with all multicolored sprinkles, sparkle. What about the Jimmy's?
Jimmy's.
Depending upon what part of the country you're from.
Yeah, in this part of the country, sweetheart, the Jimmy's. So let's not.
Who is this Jimmy
person? Delusional now.
You can blame Carvel ice cream for that one. They're the ones who called them Jimmy's.
Oh, Carvel ice cream.
Fishy the whale. They're no longer in business, are they?
No, I don't think so.
Well, whatever happened to Fudgy the whale?
He drowned. They were right next door to us at Papagino's. That's why it brings back happy memories.
What was the other shaped cake they did? They did Fudgy the whale, and then they flipped it upside down and did something else using the same cake pan.
Yes, you're right.
What was it?
Shit. Now that you said it, I can't remember.
Like they have we have these people fooled.
Yeah.
Spent all that money for that whale-shaped cake pan. Hey, we can get more use out of it.
And, what the hell was it? Oh, this is gonna bother the hell out of me. Well, I think they flipped it and made it into Santa Claus too, but because it had like the kind of
the whale tail. You could just, if you painted it differently, it looked like the top of the hat.
But I thought that. Oh, hold on, I got it. But let me get a look. Let me get a picture of it. Let me.
Yeah, we don't have the streaming software that allows picture-in-picture anymore.
No. Cookie Puss.
Cookie Puss, that's it.
Although Cookie Puss looks like it has a different, a little bit different.
Yeah.
I think maybe the people in the store used to just flip it.
All these institutions from our youth gone. No more Papagino's.
No, there's still Papagino's.
Really? Oh, okay. I thought they were gone too.
Not as many, but.
I always thought that'd be a bigger national chain, and suddenly this Papa John racist comes out of nowhere.
Papagino's was run by one guy. It wasn't franchised, and then when he started franchise was the beginning of the end, I think. Or when he sold out.
Well, your mother used to work there.
Yep. 20 some odd years. She's a prepper and a cashier. She used to get presents from the people who used to come all the time at Christmas. She's a freaking cashier at the Papagino's and she used to get presents.
Yeah, well, she's probably giving out a lot of change.
No, she wasn't. Have you met my mother?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, apparently your mother was a pretty wild child in her day. I guess this would be in the 60s now, wouldn't it?
My mother?
Yeah.
When she worked at Papagino's?
Well, when she was younger. When she was the wild child.
Oh, when she was the wild child would be, 50s, 60s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just before the whole hippie movement.
Yeah, she's kind of an in-between. She's not really a body sucker, but she's also not a 60s girl. So she sort of fit herself in between there. But, no, she, well, any woman who's been in Billy D. Williams' dressing room with Sammy Davis Jr. has something to. Now, for all you people under the age of 40, you can go Google those two names.
No, just think Lindo Calrissian.
Yeah. Well, they might have to because they're going to think Danny Glover.
Oh. No one saw that film. Solo? Oh, come on. And now we are into the Star Wars part of the conversation.
Bingo.
And how Ryan Johnson destroyed my childhood. Tell us where Ryan Johnson hurt you.
Show us on the drawing board where he hurt. No. What the hell are they called? It would be good if I knew what they were called. Storyboard. Show me on the storyboard where Ryan Johnson hurt you.
Well, you see, I'm the mouse and Ryan's the mean cat, dragging my dead body in for a gift to Kathleen Kennedy. Okay, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4 whiskers. Try to do whiskers quick, so that way you can try to get them thick and very thin.
Side note?
See that? Those whiskers are horrible, but those whiskers I like. Side note?
Is there anybody our age who can't count without going, ha, ha, ha?
It's a childhood thing if you were raised on Sesame Street.
1, 2, 3, ha, ha, ha. Just like you can't hear phenomenon.
Phenomenon. Phenomenon. Enough of that.
I have to stop because I'll keep going. Anyway, I should probably start coloring, huh?
Yeah, it's okay.
No, I know, I'm teasing. I will start coloring.
You got all week.
I do.
So, for those of you at PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, this is not a dead mouse. He's an actor. He's acting. Okay? He's also a cartoon comic strip. But just to know, Dino, Bo, Phydeaux, Felicia, they're all actors. Acting in a comic strip.
You need to get like a cough button. It's got like a blow your nose button for your podcast.
Yeah, it's better than sniffle.
Is it though?
And I just draw the black lines for the mouse's legs and arms. Screw that up. Arms over there.
Yeah. In my head, I'm playing down.
Yeah. So I hear Velma was a huge success for HBO Max.
Oh, I don't
Do you know it is their most popular animated television show of the year 2020?
2020? Really?
Sorry,
3 years ago?
2023.
Yeah, they do have. They have been giving out those kind of statistics about it.
Yeah.
It's the best show that was premiered on a Tuesday with.
It's still not going to get us to buy HBO.
Oh God, no.
And wow, are they savaging it online?
Oh yeah. If anybody wants to get an opinion on Velma online, we suggest as.
That's heels versus babyface.
Yeah.
He's famous. Az is famous for his 4-hour reviews of a 1-hour Batgirl TV show.
And
Mahler, he's famous for his 8-hour review. No, it was 8 or 12-hour review of a 2-hour film, 2.5-hour film. Sorry.
Yeah, but it was good though. His review was good.
And that film being what was it?
Wasn't it Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange of all films. So I did not. I can't even remember what happened in that film.
Did we see that one? We
I saw it. It was on TV.
Did we?
Yeah, yeah.
This is the second one we're talking
Yes,
about.
yes.
Yeah.
The first one I liked it. It was
Oh, yeah.
basically Iron Man.
Oh yeah, no, the first one was fine.
It was Iron Man with magic rather than the technology. Okay, fine.
You know, and it had that wholesome message of make sure you text and drive so you can become a
Superhero,
Superhero.
yeah, a magician. Yeah. But the
And
second
it's
one,
Thunder with Humperdinck.
yeah, the second one was with the Scarlet Witch, and I guess I can understand why he was so upset with it, because they finally showed the Fantastic Four, and it's John Krasinski from The Office, and they killed him. So it's the end of that.
Plus, I don't think they liked how Wanda came off of that.
It's a bigger problem with all of Marvel's Phase 4, which is now over. You can ask yourself, what exactly was it? I mean, what did they do? And it was just a lot of nonsense.
Somebody pointed out that there were like 16 shows or something, or 16
Yeah.
things that could be credited to it because there were a bunch of TV shows
And-
and a bunch of like offhanded movies.
Yes, and all of it nonsense.
Well, I'm not gonna disagree with that. Oh my goodness. Not even good on it.
But they really haven't. They've skirted the edges of Star Warsing themselves. Star Wars has just gone irrelevant. They finally, they've had a couple of good TV shows that I've completely ignored, be The Mandalorian and now Juan Solo, otherwise known as Andor. Just, I'm done with it. I can't even watch it open anymore, which is
That's very sad.
they took that childhood film away from me.
But we still have. Oh my gosh.
Don't say we have Avengers, because
No.
I can't watch that film anymore. See, Marvel, you're this close to Star Warsing yourself.
We saw Team America.
Mm. I think they probably will have finally Star Wars themselves when they go full tilt on Ironheart. You know, it started with Iron Man, Tony Stark. It'll end with him.
Good point. Excuse me. You know, I don't think I've sniffled once. This has become a personal goal.
Good. We don't want to sniffle, or we don't want to smear the ink.
It's the small things in life that make us happy.
Yes. So there's been no movement from the Justice Department to look into Disney. Instead, they're apparently they've raided the man that they're calling President's house.
I don't think they've called it a raid because that would be, too harsh. But they have gone. What's the word they look for?
Did they go through Hunter's bedroom like they went through Trump's son's bedroom?
I don't know. Doubtful.
Find his crack pipe. Allegedly. Yeah, I promise you, nothing will come of this. This is America. This is the American Justice Department. These guys are not going to find any crimes.
Did you know that there's going to be another storm coming?
No.
Yeah. I hear there's more snow coming.
Is that a change the subject?
I don't know what makes you think that.
Yeah, I guess it isn't too right to criticize people who can put you in jail, huh? We're not to that point yet in America, but I could easily see it happening.
So anyway, the snow that's coming. I I hear it's gonna be a lot of snow.
Get that we're behind enemy territory here in Boston. If I say half the stuff out in a bar, I get beaten up.
See, another reason not to frequent bars.
You're not be liking socialism, eh, laddie?
Okay, no one has spoken like that in Boston in about 400 years.
40 years.
No, 400 years. We're 40 something.
Well, Whitey Bulger was about when we were.
Yeah, well.
Like, oh.
That's like nobody speaks like the Kennedys, but the Kennedys.
I mean, Ina Gump was in the parking lot when that guy got hit, wasn't she?
Ina Gump?
Yeah, your mother.
Don't say that. No.
She's been all through history. She's been just one step away from things going on. So I'm saying Forrest Gump.
I know who you meant, but I thought you were making it more insulting. I'm
No.
sorry. I was very taken aback by that. That bothered me. But anyway.
Like Forrest Gump, she's been on the periphery of history.
Mm-hmm. No, she wasn't in the parking lot. No, he got shot and he ended up running into her Puppuccinos. There was a house, I'm doxing my mother now. No, I'm just kidding. There was a house of pancakes right next door to the Puppuccinos that my mother worked in.
Yeah.
And apparently when the meeting was over, the mob meeting was over, the gentleman came out.
At the Pancake House.
At the Pancake House, yes. The gentleman came out to the parking lot where they began to shoot one of the gentlemen that they were with. And he ran into the first open door, which should not have been open. That's another part of it. It was actually before ours. And my mother and a friend of hers were working. They were out front, and they see this man run into the Puppuccinos with a gunshot wound, and then they see two men run after him with guns. The two men who ran after them with guns happened to be police officers, I guess.
Oh, okay.
My mother and her friend, my mother went to go run out the back door, and her friend actually stopped her because she said, we don't know who's out the back door. So they went and they hid in the freezer. But
see, all real mob hits happen at the Pancake House.
I guess so. But that was scary because I'll tell you, that was right after the McDonald's shooting. Remember somebody came in and shot up at McDonald's?
No, not really.
You don't remember that?
No.
But anyway, it was right after that. And I had a neighbor, I told you this, right, that I had a neighbor who had a police scanner.
Yeah.
And he heard that there had been a shooting at Puppuccinos. And he knew my mother worked there. So what he did was he came over to the house and he rang the doorbell, whatever, and he knew I was home. And when I got to the door, he said, I forget what it was. He asked for something. And he said, can you call your mom at work and ask her about it or ask her where it is or whatever. My father must have been in the hospital at the time. And I said, oh, okay. So I picked up, this was before cell phones and all that, obviously. And I picked up the phone and I called my mother, and the first thing she said was, what did you hear? I'm okay, what did you hear? And I'm like, what do you mean? And then my neighbor just kind of, stayed there for a little bit, and then he left. And it turns out, obviously, he came over there for a reason, and he didn't want to tell me he'd heard a shooting. He just wanted me to call my mother to find out if she was okay, and he wanted to be there to make sure that I wasn't alone, and she wasn't okay.
So this is a completely different day and age. Can you imagine a neighbor coming in to comfort a underage girl in her apartment, in her house alone?
Oh, I wasn't underage. I wasn't underage, but even so.
Even so, yeah.
Even if I had been underage. I mean, I was not, well, I don't know how old I was. Maybe like 17, 18.
Oh, sure, Mr. Neighbor. Come on into the house while I look for this thing that you asked me to find.
Oh, but that wasn't even a question. He wasn't even.
Yeah, I know. Different day and age.
Yeah,
Did they not have creeps back then?
I was just going to say that. Is it really a different day and age, or are we just different?
Or do we have more creeps these
Do we
days?
have more creeps these days? Or do we think more things are creepy?
it was a more innocent time.
I guess so.
I'm in America when you didn't have to lock the doors.
No, my neighbor was just a genuinely nice guy. A legit good person. All of them were.
I didn't know any of my neighbors.
The Germans are so I knew it's funny because I lived on a, you might as well call it a dead end street. It led
Dead
to
end,
the other
kid.
street, but it's a dead end street.
By the ocean.
No, by the river.
Down by the river.
And I didn't live on the river. I lived across the street from the people who live on the river.
On the high ground, but you still had the ocean to river view.
I did, from both sides.
From your swimming pool.
From my swimming pool. But my horse wasn't there.
Okay, we got the picture. Now, you were saying.
Now that we're all caught up to speed. But we only knew like 5 or 6 houses around us. Like we didn't know the whole street. It's kind of weird. You think because there's only about 20 of us on the street, 20 houses maybe, if even. But we only knew about, well, I only knew about 10 or 12 people. And I used to think the kids next door to me were so much younger, and they're like 2 to 3 years younger than I am. I had a lot of fun on that street.
You were a happy child.
I did. I had a lot of fun on that street. And I had a lot of good people on that, in that neighborhood. And it's good times. That's when we moved.
Where have all the good times gone?
Well, I still have good times now.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But I'm just memorizing. I'm just
You're
remembering.
getting sappy, sentimental. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a hiccup. Okay, cure for hiccups. Stick your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Impress. One way to get me to shut up, huh? Okay. And let's do the coffee mug for the hell of it. Get as much of these little gassy things in. I'd have to turn the paper to do the plate, so I won't do the plate now. I had a little bit of a trouble with this particular panel because I wanted Dino entering here to grab the bag, but he's got the first words. What's this? So he's got to appear on the left just for word balloon arrow purposes. Always crossing over in front of Beau's shoulder. And no one ever really seems to get close to the bag. The cat's barely, reaching for it there. And
I happened to look over at Ina's TV.
Yeah.
And Charles Nelson Riley's on the screen. Oh, I know. Oh, TV.
Bet you could put that on YouTube.
Yeah, but I don't think I want to know the people who would watch it. That would be some weird shit.
Probably get more views than this thing.
We monetize Ina. She's not going to swear, so we'll never have to worry about that. Although, actually, the other day she did say shit 3 times in a row. Well, she's ever said it in her life. Yeah, it's amazing I grew up knowing anything about the world. Well, I shouldn't say it like that.
I don't think you did, but okay.
Yeah, you know what? Let's not have this discussion because you are so wrong on so many things with that.
There goes a sniffle.
I guess I'm
What's up?
I guess I'm not allergic to videotaping, to podcasting, whatever. Because I haven't sniffled.
No, this is all digital, no tape. People will use this as a photographic record for divorce court. See, Your Honor, Charles did all the work.
What?
Comic strip.
Oh. Okay. I don't understand my divorce book.
Well, who gets custody of the comic strip?
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't making that connection. I don't know why.
Alrighty then. We usually do Dino's shirt black, so yeah, what the hell? Let's do the shirt black. Always nice to have like one big block of blackness on the page.
Like our souls.
It's my nod to diversity in clothing. It's part of the character of Dino. He's unchanging, or incapable of change.
There's a difference between those two things.
Yes, one uses more words than the other. Now there's something to smear. Made a last minute adjustment there on the emotion. This is your moment of Zen. Brought to you by Phydeaux, the comic strip.
Wow, I completely zoned out.
I know.
You must have too.
No.
No, you didn't?
No. I'm working here. Working here.
What? Were you talking to me?
No.
All right. So it's not like I didn't respond.
Well, I opened the window to get some fresh air in here. Actually, I probably should move closer to the center of the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I have this up here, so I know where the camera is. Otherwise, I'm doing all my work over here.
Smart. Live stream number 28. Wow.
Say that when we hit 1,028.
Okay.
We're going to keep on doing this till we get it right.
There's always room for improvement.
Every day is better than the one before. Every Phydeaux live stream is better than the one that you just got out of. I think we had all of 45 minutes last week. Now we've almost doubled that.
I looked it up. It was 46 minutes and 7 seconds.
Mm. Just wasn't feeling it last week.
I know. I get it. Sometimes that happens.
And I had planned to tell you folks so much of the thinking, what I was doing, other stuff, and now it's lost forever. I think I called it digging.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to dig into all this fascinating stuff, and nope.
Well, sometimes the
So now we're just
mind
filling in.
wants what the mind wants.
So now we're just filling in the holes from last week when we were digging.
There we go. It all comes full circle.
Last week's color was brown. This week is brought to you by the color gray.
Oh, we're referencing a lot of oh no, that wasn't.
That was Sesame Street, yeah.
Yeah, what's Sesame Street? Okay.
Sesame Street was brought to you by the color gray and the number 13.
Gray and 13. How blissful. Those are all happy things.
Depending upon your culture, it's a lucky number.
I'm not saying it isn't, I'm just saying the perception.
I saw this Catholic high school, and they had all the lockers, and it went 661, 662, 663, 664, 665,
Are you really going to go all the way?
667. So they there was no locker 666. Children.
The city's been pretty quiet today. I think that's another reason why both of us are kind of lulled.
Yeah. Yeah, slight crisp taste out there, like it might snow.
Mm-hmm.
Gray skies. But you said it was a storm coming, or is that just you telling
I don't think it's a storm. But
telling me to shut up?
I don't think it's a storm, but there is snow coming, they say.
Yeah, I gotta head up to the supermarket after the broadcast.
Make sure
So-
they get milk, eggs, and bread.
So I'll be doing autograph signings at the Whole Foods Market.
In Bartow, Kansas.
Yes, good old downtown Bartow.
Mm-hmm.
Go sand crabs. We have sand here in Bartow, Nebraska.
Mm-hmm. An ocean.
Mm-hmm. The ocean is just beautiful out here in the Midwest.
Next week we will be coming to you from Wisconsin.
Ah, yes, geez.
Sheepheads.
I wonder where these little specks of ink come from.
You think they're ink? It's your dash.
No, think.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. And stop talking about my nice ash.
Oh, you got a nice ash.
All the women, they want my ash.
Well, they can have your
And you're on my ass all the time.
They can't have your ash is mine, baby.
My ass is toast.
Not toast, it's just taken. Your ash is crash.
And we are saying ASH. Those of you.
Really? You have to
have-
explain the joke?
Those of you who have children who are sensitive to tobacco and other tobacco products. We'll be marketing a children's cigar
Don't even joke. Cut it up.
called the Little Phydeaux. It's mild with just a hint of chocolate.
Okay, cut it out. Bad Phydeaux, go lay down.
They've actually have outlawed flavored tobacco in this great state.
I thought it was
Because
just a
they think-
flavored Phydeaux. Oh, no, okay, never mind.
So I can't even get a good pipe tobacco.
No, and they used to smell so good. I mean, I know it's not the best thing, but I mean, they used to smell good. Oh, crap.
I guess they thought they were marketing it to children. Although,
Yeah.
although I haven't seen very many children with a pipe in their mouth. Unless it's for crack, of course. But those are glass pipes.
But crack rarely comes in flavors.
And it's one of those laws that will just never be overturned because no one, there's such a small group of people who actually use the product. There's just no one to complain. And that is the tyranny of a democracy.
I should look up how much smells coming up.
It doesn't matter.
I make
Oh, tyranny of a democracy. Oh, that was
I make jokes.
a clue as to shut up, Charles.
I don't say yeah, I say shut up, Charles, but not in regards to this. There's only two of them here? Yeah, I guess that's okay.
Why are democracies a bad idea? There you go. What should I do with this one? I feel like I want to draw the scratching post in all its glory. I just finalized this design this week.
And no, it's not after a real place.
Sure it is.
Tied and tied.
Sure it is. Everybody go out and find this bar. I'm here every Friday.
And mention Phydeaux.
Mention Phydeaux and get yourself a Cat Boss Ale at double the price.
Double, was it like thousands of dollars?
Right.
So yeah, maybe double.
Mention Phydeaux and they'll throw you out.
Was that a bad, like, shopping cart rolling up the
No, there's just some guy squeaking his wheels around the corner.
street?
See, one tire, see, mansplaining hour. when a car turns on the corner, one tire has to travel a further distance than the other tire. So this tire is dragging this tire around, who's spinning at the same speed. So he's being dragged on the ground, and thus you get that squeaking sound. The tire is spinning, but not moving, so it's just being dragged.
And the reason why the big tire sounds like a shopping cart tire is why?
It's made out of, well, a rubber compound. It's not really rubber. It's made out of a complex chemical that provides friction
Oh, okay.
to most surfaces. And still rideability like rubber used to. For all intents and purposes, we'll call it rubber. But it's vulcanized. You know that planet where spark comes from?
Oh, okay.
Yes. That's,
Live long and prosper.
yes, that's why it's so difficult to get your car tires to inflate properly. My low tire warning light has been on so long in my car, and I'm wearing out the little light bulb.
Okay.
I just cannot get that thing to go out.
Did you ask about it when you went for the
They clear it, and then like the next day it starts back up here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm starting to think maybe this is just me, that it might just be the car.
Really?
Yeah, I think the car might be what sort of a car? Neurotic. I think the car might be neurotic.
I need more light. I need more ear. I need more ear.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get off the ear.
Right.
Possibly.
I had not noticed it. I screwed up the brick here. But it's probably funnier in a cartoony way if the brick is screwed up. Let me see. It's clapboard siding on the second floor, which may or may not be the house. Which may or may not house the offices of Evil Cat Empire.
Well,
I don't know if I've completely abandoned the secret lair.
mm-hmm. Haven't decided yet whether you're giving it up.
And I think
It's a secret.
I think in other iterations he's even had an office building.
He did. I remember calling it.
Now the evil cat is working out of a bar. All part of my devious plan, you understand. I shall take over the world with high-priced beer and pub snacks.
Sounds like one of the better ideas.
I call it my TGI Fridays plan. Everyone knows how successful they were in their evil endeavors. Let's see, can I do this without smearing? No, of course not. Yeah. Toss a post-it note over that. It'll be useful on a post-it note.
Intermission.
And then, no. Oh, yeah, no. See,
No, I'm sorry. I was thinking intermission.
No, I'm not doing intermission. I'm fine. I just wanted to put a little piece of paper over this so that perhaps I won't smear it when I do this. See if some of my best laid plans come to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
You will always smear, Crossy. You do not have the power to avoid it.
You must embrace this year.
Am I going to draw every mortar line in this building? Most cartoonists would just stop at sort of a impression of what the mortar line looks like. And just let the reader's eye fill in what is there.
But there are some cartoonists that love their craft.
And I'm not doing anything else. No, people waiting for me down at the bar.
Before you go out, I really should look to see if there's any snow coming, because then you'll know whether or not there's going to be 1,000 people out. Didn't you say it was really busy last week?
Yeah. Doesn't really matter.
I know.
We need cream for your coffee.
Oh, don't put it all on me.
It's all on her.
Do we have a supply of dry cream?
I'm deep into it right now.
Gotcha.
Almost out of it.
Now you're really seeing our true lives. True life.
Between coffee and non-alcoholic beer, yes. All supplies are running low.
Well, I meant discussing groceries. But yes. Have you thought of your meals for the week?
No. You know, I've been so busy here, I haven't even gotten to my second beer.
Oh my goodness.
I'm still on my first beer.
Oh my goodness.
That's a sign of dedication. And I didn't smear. Lovely. No, I'm going to smear over here, ain't I? Dry. And since it is winter in the comic strip, we've got piles of snow
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
outside the bar. All right. Where are the horizontal lines? I don't know if that will do the snow over here. People just throw their snow on either side, so there's a little path of ice in the middle.
Oh, those are always fun.
So, Chief Colorist, phone here. This is the Apple red, yellow, and green dots here in the upper left-hand corner. Of email.
Okay.
Pretty sure Elon would just respond with a tweet, but I think I originally wrote this that he responded to our letter.
I think so.
I don't think Elon's responded to a letter in his lifetime.
I don't think anyone has seen the letter.
Although it's probably the best way to actually get in touch with him. It's like, what's this?
Yeah.
I've seen one of these before. Emails and tweets are easy to ignore. Something physical shows up on his desk, if maybe he has a desk in his hands. You'll get his attention. Telegram.
Candygram.
You know, I think up until like 1980, they were still sending telegrams.
Yeah, I'll believe that. Things have a way of lingering. You know what I mean? Like, even if they're obsolete, they have a
Well, they were still using vacuum tubes up until like the 2000s in the IRS.
really.
Yeah, I think it was only under the Clinton administration that they started to update them because they wanted to audit more people and keep track. Government need more revenue, you know.
Yep.
Hey, you know, we in America have a very expensive government.
It's true.
I don't know why they want to take our money in taxes when they just make the printing presses go brrr.
We need more money. Okay, fire up the presses.
Printing press go brrr.
Wow, that's a terrible imitation of yeah. That's a terrible word coming out of my mouth. Terrible blunder. Sometimes I don't talk good.
Let's get some more ink on the brush because I'd like to do a heavier line under the bar.
Why could be taken out of context? I like to do a heavier line under the bar. A little coat habit.
There we go. And the bottle hold speed rack. Bottle holder. Okay, there are those horizontal lines. Now, I can't really do this one because I'd be touching that. I can move this one though.
Have you painted yourself into a proverbial?
No, not really. Remember, folks, cigar is like a woman. Don't give them constant attention, they'll go out on you.
Words of wisdom.
They fill the house with noxious fumes, and one day they're going to kill you. Just like every other woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of that beer. Do we go for the Guinness? I did save it for this special occasion.
You did you?
Yeah. How much time are we running into? Hour 4. I went an hour longer than last week.
It's all, oh, yeah, I guess it is, yeah. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. And it didn't even have an intermission this week. Wow. Let's lose that glove. Thank you for joining us for this week's Phydeaux. Please join us next week. And I'm hoping by next Tuesday I'll have more jokes written. Oh, hey, what the hell? Well, I'm thinking I did tell you showing some more of the joke writing process. We have a joke already for next week. Let's see how this thing runs. Okay, probably going to be the Friday joke because it looks like it'll fit in the bar. Bo says, I would say the glass is half full. I'm an optimist. And Dino says, I would say the glass is half empty. I'm a pessimist. And Felicia knocks the glass off the bar. I would say the glass is on the floor. I'm a cat.
I like that one.
Oh yeah, there's another story that we never did. This one almost made it into for Saturday. Did you know cats can't fly? And Bo says, yes, I know that. Well, Felicia didn't.
Oh, poor Felicia.
No, I may or may not still use that one. But then in my horrible way, I said, well, how many more? Maybe I can make a series of this. How many more jokes can I make out of that? And Felicia comes in and says, dogs can't fly. And Bo says, I know that. Well, I had to make sure. So Phydeaux says to Felicia, just think, if you learned how to fly, you could catch all those birds. Or you could catch a bird. So I have to decide which to do here. And Felicia says, that's a good idea. How do I learn? Phydeaux says, call in an expert. And then we pull in one of the Canadian geese. And
Oh, the Canadian geese.
then the joke sort of falls apart there because then I have to figure out the punchline whereby she's already captured a bird. What does she need to fly for? Yeah. That never worked into a finished joke. Dino slips on the ice. How is this in charge of the world? That's because he tastes bad. Once we discover a good enough barbecue sauce, things will be different. See, cats would eat you if they could. What's this? Salt. Someone put salt on the ice. It's not ice anymore. Get the hose. I just want to get the salt off my paws, and you might as well wash it off the walkway. Just no funny to find in that one. The idea that they're hosing down the walkway to make fresh ice without nothing. But, yeah. That's why that stuff doesn't make it. But we might do you know cats can fly next week as well, depending. That's the writing process. So I gotta go clean my brush. See it. It's all dirty. See you next week.
Bye, everyone.